Whoa, what is going on? I am on the camera and it's very early. So you're probably wondering, what's this video all about? Let me plug in my, I gotta plug in this.
Anyway, sorry. You're probably wondering what this video is all about. This is an email makeover. I call them little before and after snapshots here. So I got an email that I was submitted to me by. She chooses to remain anonymous. I'll just use her initial A, and if you see it in here, just ignore her name. I don't know why she's nervous. Anyway. I'm not going to say anything weird or anything. So what she does a 7-month Tantra yoga and meditation online program. And it starts January 1st, and she has 2 spots left. Is one of them calling for you? So I'm not going to read her whole email here, but let me just go over the gist of what she's trying to do. This course, the goal is to sell the course. Her sales page is not the greatest, and she doesn't know how to edit it, so she relies on their emails to do a bulk of the work. And I finally, I think, convinced her to send more than like 1 email per month. So hopefully sending at least 2 should double her income. Yeah, about the course, people who want it, she can't really narrow it down to one major kind of thing that they want, but she says it's spiritual growth, and that can mean a lot of things. But mostly they want to escape from like anxiety, depression, feeling like the world's against them. They're just looking for very tangible feelings here. Because what I'm going to do on this video is I'm going to go ahead and write an email during this video, and hopefully I'll just crank it out. It'll have a lot of typos and stuff, and I'll probably, it won't be great. It won't be the greatest, maybe, but you'll see how I write, and you'll see how fast I write for one, and I'll go through my thought process. I'll try to go through my thought process. So here's how our email starts. So its email subject line is I had to check 1 second. It's my email. I think it's something about the course. Is my online... So, let me just see here. Oops, whoopsie daisy. So, fuck off. Okay, I am the worst at computer. Where'd it go? I was going to write the subject line above, because current subject line that Amanda is using is god dang it. Oh, come on. Okay. Email subject is my online course a good fit for you? Okay, so the immediate thing we could do to make this email work better is probably change that. Because this is a question someone could just say no. So, kind of it's an open loop. Like, is it? If I've been thinking about it, hey, maybe it's not. So, I might be wrong, and we could be on the right track with that. So, she says, hey, I won't be, after sharing, you're not going to be teaching much next year. One of the critiques I had for her in the last emails, she kind of cleared her throat a bit too much in the emails, and she didn't get right to the point, which is something she's working on, obviously, and it's going good. Overall, this email is great. Besides, I don't like the font, but that's just me. I like I want my words when I write, I don't want them to be cursive or anything like that, all cursive anyway, because I want them to flow into people's minds effortlessly, and that's why I use small words and small sentences. So, and small paragraphs. So, okay, with the past year of traveling, teaching, blah, 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 how do you know thing? Hey, all these questions, boom, do you have this? This is a common issue I see a lot of newer people make, very beginning of their their ads, they ask all these questions. And you might think it sounds like a good idea because it's like all these like catch-all things, but asking these questions, it's exhausting on the brain. So what it does, I don't have like a scientific explanation, but they're like, oh God, all these questions like that, you have certain blah, blah, blah. But there's another way the goal is for someone to say, yes, that is me. And so what you should do instead is you can like just reword this, and I'll reword it here and we'll see if we can make it better on this video without taking friggin' 50 hours. Okay, so she goes on the contrary, doom, and then she goes right into the benefits. So yeah, I told her to put more call to actions in there too, because people are ready to buy. So it's a boom. So what she's doing, what I taught her to do is to think of current situation, desired situation. So I said, start with the current situation in all your ads and emails, and then move right to the desired situation, and then you bridge the gaps with your product, and you give them all the info, and then you just say, hey, you know what to do now, click the button, let's go. Okay, the benefits, boom, all this stuff. So let me just quickly read over the benefits, because, okay, she's bolded these, so this is good. So I can say that each and every participant comes out knowing themselves more deeply, which is vague. I know myself. I guess that's what people want, though. So that might be good. Many have come to live a more embodied and healthy life. I don't know what embodied means. That loses me as a reader. Better able to identify, name, and understand underlying causes of their changing emotional states. Okay, that's vague, and I'll make it better. They describe being more present to the flow and the feeling of their emotions and the quality of their thought and belief systems. It's getting there. It's okay. Some have used the program as a way to navigate and shift out of repetitive relationship patterns. Again, that's not concrete enough. It's like, what is a repetitive relationship pattern? Some have used this program as a way to stop, bickering with their significant other and seen their relationship significantly improve. And this has even brought love back into their marriage, which is on the verge of divorce. So you see how that is like very concrete, and this is very abstract. And the more concrete you write, and you're like, oh, people get it, and they're like, oh yes, of course I want that, or I could want that if they're in that situation. And she has a little testimonial here, which is cool. Many have even gone on to repeat the program for a second or even third year, which is cool because this is a relatively expensive program, $2,500, but it's only for 7 months. I think she should increase it, to be honest, especially once we get this ad rolling. And so they go on and keep doing work. Another testimonial. This is all like really good stuff. Deeply touching and inspiring to witness. Humans are all really inspiring when we show up for ourselves. Boom. So will you join me? Yes. So the structure is there, and it just needs little adjustments. So I'm not going to rewrite it word for word. I'm just going to write it from the beginning, and it won't be perfect. But my process is just bang it off, and I'll start looping through it, and I'll just clean it up, and you'll see I'll just talk better. So, and then she goes, so will you join me? So here's the call to action. And then here's a big mistake. So she says, you can read more about these teachings in this article I wrote too. So we want to delete this part entirely. Unless you said, hey, if these are objections, you said, hey, maybe you're wondering, what about X, Y, Z? And then this would make sense. But if you're directing them to one link is the sales page, and another one is the articles, that it doesn't make any sense. You want to all the emails should be sent to the sales page. There should only be one action per email. And if you have social media links and stuff in your emails, just FYI, just get them out of there, because that's stupid. The goal of social media is to get them to the email. If they're on the email, the goal is to sell them something, or to grow your relationship and sell them something, or to if you've already sold them something, be cool to them and offer them support, and then occasionally make more offers or something. You can do it other different ways. So okay, what if. So you can read more. Okay, so this is just like I would call it like a hanging sentence. It can just be nuked. And then you say, yo, it's like this. What if you had a guide support who showed it? Okay, I told her to position her writings like this actually last time we talked. So this is kind of good. So far, not too bad. What if you didn't need to endlessly process all your thoughts, feelings, and emotions anymore? What if you didn't go around and around in circles inside your head trying to make sense of it all? How does that feel? How much of your energy, time, and life energy, time, and attention will be freed up? Okay, okay. Sounds cool. What if you didn't get hung up on all the small details and triggers in your life and were able to move through them with ease, awareness, and grace instead, and have solid, tried, tested, and true ancient practices that help you move that energy so it doesn't get blocked and stagnant? Okay, so this is awesome. So I told her to use this language pattern. So when you're doing, this is another thing I learned from good old Frank Kern, everybody's buddy. Another language pattern is benefit so you can. So, if you have a make money online course and people want to live on the beach, so the benefit so you can, benefit is the benefit. So, hey, you're going to make money online so you can live on the beach. So the emotional driver is kind of like freedom, and that takes the form of living on the beach. Not to get too much on that. And then the video kind of gets, the email kind of gets kind of weird. Yes, I'm in. So she added a ton of call to actions, which is really awesome. So when energy emotion, I like that, flows freely through us, we return to our naturally blissful state, a deep content that arises from living in an uninterrupted, intimate contact with life, without the mind getting lost in the events that trigger our most basic human fears. Okay, cool. Like loneliness, abandonment, lack of safety, lack of fear, fear of failure. See, all this stuff should be moved to the top. Actually, I think this is good stuff because these are more tangible, I think. So if this is programmed through, let's do it. Yes, payment plans are available. Cool. I am grateful to be part of this. Boom. This is like it looks like a haiku or something. All right. I think I got a good idea. So let's just start. We'll go with Ben version. I'm getting freaking tons of people should not be messaging me. It's 5:02 a.m. So email. So this is what I do for all my emails. I write placeholder. I don't write the subject line before I write the copy virtually ever, or else I find it limits me to where I go in email. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to go classic, like dear friend, your current situation. Look, this email is going out, by the way, before the end of the new year. So the current situation is literally the current situation for them. They're where they're at. 2017 is almost upon 2018 is almost upon us. That means you have either achieved everything you want and attained material and spiritual success, or you're still seeking spiritual, or you're still seeking it. I'm just gonna leave it as it because I can't think. If you fall into the second category, I have great news for you. In just a few days, I'm about to launch for the for the third year in a row, I'm about to launch my placeholder. I can't remember what the course name is. Placeholder for a product again, and if you feel any of these negative emotions, I was listing out here, there's a list of common feelings, then I strongly suggest you go ahead and join. Here's what it will do for you, okay? And then we go into benefits. So benefits. I'm not going to write the entire email. benefits. Awesome. So cool. And here's what exactly we'll cover in each month for. Okay. And then month 1, and then we'll do month 2. Features. This is features. So what we're doing is I do current situation, problems, pains, desired situation. You bridge those. You kind of mention like, hey, I got this solution for you, and it's going to give you all this stuff. So here's what it's going to do for you. And we just go into the classic formula. So here's what it's going to do for you. Here's what I got. Here's what it's going to do for you. Here's how it works. Here's what I want you to do next, and here's why it's a good reason to do it now. And you'll just see that. And so, etc. Month 7, and then. So if you're brand new, to my email list, and you haven't heard about this course before, you can click this link to go check it out more. Sorry, I'm just burping. That's gross. I guess we probably could put the price in the email. You should maybe have to think about that. And where it says placeholder for product name, I would just make this a link to the sales page, because they might be ready to buy, and you got to hit them while they open their email. Oh, cool, it's Amanda. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to say her name. It's not Amanda. It's Beverly. It's like, oh, I like her. I'm going to. I've been thinking about her course. Awesome. She just emailed me. It must be divine intervention in the law of attraction universe giving me a sign that I should do this, and then I just click. But if you make them read all this stuff, and if you look at yours, I mean, it's great structurally, and it's a bit long though. So I look at this, it hurts my eyes. If I'm a reader, to be honest, I read faster than just about everybody, and if I see this, I just don't want to read it. So you got to break this stuff up. So if you look at mine, going back down, I'm not writing like an epic poem here or anything like that. I'm not writing like Moby Dick version 2 or something. This is not Charles Dickens. It's more like Charles Bukowski. So that's funny. I just thought of that. So yeah, you just want to keep it moving, keep it interesting, keep the urgency up and the pace, and it should kind of come through in your words. You're like, you got to do this now. Like, this is awesome. You're gonna love it. You're doing great. There's nothing to lose, and you got to just do it now. Time's ticking out. You don't want to miss this opportunity, because look at your life all over 2017. What if you had done. What if you did this? What if you did this? How would your life be so much more awesome now if you had all of this stuff? And then, you basically give them a final call to action. You say, look, you're either in or you're out. Now's decision time. Spirituality, we could be all fun and games to some people, but for me, it's very serious. I take this is my life, my mission, my goal, my higher purpose. I am in touch with my the universe, and everything is awesome and dandy. And if you don't buy, that's fine for nobody. You don't win. I don't get to keep helping people as much, because I take some of this money that you pay, and then it helps me pay for my own bills and make better courses. And I'm not even going to finish writing the copy because I'm on a roll here. So that's what you just got to do. Just go ahead, click the link now. Here's what you'll see. You're going to see a long page. You scroll to the bottom. You hit the payment plan. You can pay in full for $2,500, or you can pay in payment installments for, you get a slight discount if you do it in full. And yeah, it's your choice. Hope to see you on the other side. Not even know, like, I'll see you on the other side, something like that. So just to recap, good email, placeholder. Don't forget to change this. So I actually have an email checklist that I have to create. So I do all this stuff. So I like to just, after I write the whole email, typically it won't look like this, but it'll actually be written. I like to think of something like curiosity and benefit, something related to, like, maybe in this case what our avatar wants, spiritual growth, freedom from anxiety. Because what you could do is save. You could track how many people open this email and click, and if they don't open, you can keep sending the same email with different subject lines. So the first one could be freedom from anxiety. Click here. The second one could be dear name. Click here. The third one could be what to do when everything breaks, or what to do when life kicks you in the fucking jaw. And I don't know what the best email is, because I don't really know enough about her ideal client, but that's basically how I write emails. And then I blast out the email. Typically I blast out the email, and then I'll go through and make it readable. So I want to make sure it flows. I want to make sure there's a good subject line that I've written after the body of the email. I want to make sure there's multiple calls to action. I want to make sure there's urgency from the very get-go, that there's scarcity, that there is, I'm talking to their pain when they open it, so they are like, that engages them. Like, that there's Ben Settle talks about a memory trick where if you want to remember something, you visualize hammering it with a nail into your kneecap. Like, if I wanted to remember Traffic and Funnels memos, which is pretty good, by the way. This one's awesome. I would just hammer a freaking thing in here. So alpha and beta. Sorry, I can't even pronounce that today. That's weird. Beta. Alpha and beta positioning framework. If I want to remember that, I could just hammer it into my knee with a nail. But anyway, the same thing works with your emails. Start off with a pain. It gets our attention. But again, you don't want to leave them in pain land, so you just take them straight to hope sometimes, straight to your product. Hey, if you got this problem, I can help you with it. Click here. That could be an email. As simple as it is. If you send a long email like this 3 or 4 times, you could just send a short one. It's like, hey man, I got something cool for you. Click here. You're going to like it. Bye. Your buddy Amanda. Anyway, I think this video has gone long enough. And hopefully, shit, I said her name again. It's not Amanda. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you got a lot out of it. All right. Hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And I'll see you soon. One last thing, quick PS. If you want me to do videos like this, is email makeovers, I think I would like to do that. And I probably won't record myself writing them, because you don't want to give away everything, but I'll show the before and after and show why I did stuff, and hopefully you guys will get a lot out of it. And if you want to become one of my clients, I have a $3,000 retainer package. Well, that's my lowest starting one. That's just emails. So you get 30 daily emails for $3,000. That's pretty good, because it's only $100 an email. You can probably get $100 emails from just about anybody. And my usual price is $275. So you save. My math skills are just like totally off today, but if you take action now and we end up becoming a client, you save. What is 30 takeaway? You save $5,250. So that's pretty good. And if you want to chat, you don't have to become a client. All you gotta do is you message me. I'll send you a form, which is this form, and it's just a normal form. I ask you questions, all the same questions I would just ask you in on our call, and that just saves us both a ton of time. and it makes my job easier. I can just jump on the phone with you and make sure you're a cool, normal person. If everything seems cool, if you're a good fit, then I say, okay, let's do it. Let's roll. You kind of decide what you want. If you just want to do a test run of emails, I could do 5 emails for just $7.50, and that works too. And yeah, so by the way, I have 3 criteria for clients. There's okay. So the first one is, you have a good product. You're not advertising. You're not selling something in sketchy, kind of shady markets. I don't want to sell crap to people. It has to actually work. That means you have testimonials, results, and integrity. The second one is have an email list, which means you know what it means. It's but pretty big though. At least 5,000 people, preferably a lot of buyers and customers and stuff. And the third one is that simply you have forward momentum. You're spending money on ads and you're growing that list, and you just want to do more. You're already kicking it a little butt, and you just want to smash it. Okay, so that's all I got for you. If you like this video, leave it a like or a share, and talk to you soon. Peace.